Welcome back to Unlicensed and Unbothered. I'm Diva.
Hey guys, I'm Noha.
So, first off, sorry for going completely MIA on Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, but honestly, to be fair, Diva literally lost her voice, couldn't speak, nothing. Like
Mm.
all that was coming out of her voice was like croaking noises,
Lit.
literally.
Mm-hmm. I sounded like a rabbit on, not a rabbit, sorry, what's
A
it called? A
frog.
frog on like crack. But yeah, it was fully gone. So even if we wanted to record, it just wasn't happening. I feel like you can hear it right now. I
It's a
sound
lot
very
better.
raspy though.
It's a lot better. You sound hot right now. But yeah.
Hmm.
But honestly, on top of that, university has kind of picked up for the both of us. I literally have midterms this week, literally tomorrow and on Wednesday. And I've been buried in studying and like also working on other projects. Love university. So basically we're just mainly focusing on surviving the workload and setting priorities without exhausting ourselves because
Mm.
education always comes first. It doesn't matter what you're doing. Education
Real.
comes first.
Real. I get anxiety listening to Nuha have anxiety, but we're back now, and today we're going to be talking about two things that kind of balance each other out. Red red flags we tend to ignore, and then green flags that don't get enough recognition. So, red flags are really easy to point out online, right? Everyone's
Mhm.
got a list. Everyone's, they share memes, they joke about it. But in real life, when you actually like someone or care about them, suddenly it's not that simple, right? You end up brushing off like loads and loads of things because you don't want to admit that it's a problem.
And honestly, guys, it's you won't only find red flags in relationships and like when you're dating someone, which you can, but it can also happen in friendships too. And it might be 10 times as worse because
Mm.
you'll start excusing behavior just because you've known someone for like years, 10 years, 14, maybe even less, or because you just don't want to lose that connection, either it being a friendship or a relationship.
Mm-hmm. I think one of the biggest, ones for me is inconsistency. Like someone that shows up one week and then, well, doesn't for the next one, right? Like, I think it's a clear red flag, right? But people always say, like, oh, but they're busy, or that's just how they are. But I mean, come on.
Yeah, or when someone makes you feel like small through little comments, like when people disguise like digs at you as banter.
Mm.
That is such a red flag. Like if every joke comes at your expense, it's not funny. It's honestly very disrespectful. Like how are people telling jokes about your life
That's
funny?
so pick me though, isn't it?
Kind of. Honestly, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, like I also think one of the sneakiest red flags is lack of accountability. Like when
Mm-hmm.
someone just can't fucking admit they're wrong, literally, or they find a way to make you feel guilty instead of like them feeling guilty. Like I think that's
Yeah,
absolutely exhausting.
that is very exhausting. That like it's
Mm.
I felt it. I know a lot of people have felt it too. It's exhausting. But also, when people are like all talk, but there's no action against them. Like they'll make big promises about like big things and always say, "Oh, we should like do this. We should go to the mall. We should go do this." Or when you need like a little bit of money and they're like, "Oh, I got you." But when it comes down to do it, they're nowhere to be found. Cuz I remember this friend, right,
Mm.
who would always say, "We should go out. We should do this." And she'll give me a date and on that date she'll just completely ignore me or cancel last minute. Like, come on.
So did I. And I still have them in my life, but I've kind of distanced myself because I'm like, look, and this was after I'd say over a decade of being friends, I just came to the realization like, holy shit, they do not respect me at all. But okay,
Mm-hmm.
what is a red flag? Like, I'm asking you, right? Nuha.
Me. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank
What's
you.
a red flag
Thank you
you
for
use?
specifying.
We could be asking them. We've got a few questions for them. But what's a red flag you used to excuse that now is just like an immediate no for you?
Hmm. I actually have so many. But one thing I can that's coming up is definitely like a one-sided effort into like a relationship or a friendship. Like so if
Mm.
I'm always the one reaching out, planning like a get together just to meet up, like checking in if they're doing okay, and the other person is just silent or takes weeks or months to like reply, that's a kind of a clear red flag. Like to me, because I used
Mm.
to think, oh, maybe they're just bad at communicating. But now I'm like, no, people make time for who they care about. And I'm not talking about all friendships because I have friendships where we would mutually kind of ignore each other for a while. Not ignore, we'll keep talking, but we won't put a lot of effort and then we'll like forget about each other for like a while.
Comfortable silence.
Yeah, and then come back and then we're just friends and best friends. But then I had friendships where I would be planning to do everything, trying to meet them, and they don't like
Reciprocate.
yeah, that's the word. But yeah, what about you?
Oh, flakiness. I hate it's like it's a trigger for me, right? If you constantly cancel last minute or you're like, well, this isn't considered flakiness, but like you're extremely late or you can't value someone's time or you know, I don't know, like someone that just doesn't stick to what they say, right? That's it for me, right? Because everyone's busy. We're all adults here. We've all got shit going on. But if
Mhm.
you respect someone, you're going to make it work. You know?
Yeah, yeah. And it's very, very wild how much we excuse when we really like care for someone. It's
Mm,
almost like our brains go, hey, like I'll just overlook this for now. But those same flags always come back around later. And by then, it's usually worse, way worse than
right.
usual.
Right. Because logic is, guys, ignoring red flags does not make them go away. It literally just delays that, I don't know, that fucking fallout, right?
Yeah, yeah. But guys, I have a question for you guys, the listeners. What's a red flag you used to excuse but now is like an automatic no?
Mm. And do you think there are red flags people blow out of proportion? Like, I don't know, something that's framed as a deal breaker online, but in real life, it's not actually that deep.
Yeah, that's a really good question. Okay.
Mm.
But yeah, please tell us your answers. Like either like message us or just do whatever. But guys, I love how everyone's always obsessed with like red flags. Red flags this, red flags that, the memes and everything. But we don't talk about green flags. Like it doesn't get much attention, which honestly is really wild to me because there are things that make they act there's sorry, because they're the things that actually make a good relationship or
Mm.
friendship. Whether like yeah, they're just a friend or partner or even like families, because there are red flags and green flags in families, guys. And it feels red flags makes me feel safe and like comfortable and good.
Yeah. I feel like green flags are usually quite quiet. Like obviously some of them like, "Oh my God, they did this to me, they did that." But I feel like sometimes they don't look flashy, you know? Like they're not those videos that like they'll go viral like, "Oh my God, look, he did this." It's more like those little things that give you that security, like consistency, you know? Someone that shows up the same way every single time, not just when it's convenient or like when they're in the mood, you know? Like I think that's a massive green flag.
That's such a massive green flag. But for me, it's kind of like putting effort without having a reason behind it. Like not waiting for a birthday or anniversary to be thoughtful, like getting a gift and just checking in on you out of the blue. That kind of effort tells me everything I need to know about you. You know, like if you just give me flowers because just because, I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. Or if you check in on me just out of the blue, you don't know how much that means to me. Cause like cause sometimes you don't know what a person is going through and they just need someone to check in on them, and but they don't ask. So when people do that, that makes me feel seen.
Mm, I love that. That's cute. Remembering details. I
Yeah.
think that's a big one. Like, okay, if you say like, "Oh, you've got a stressful week," or that, "Oh, you love this certain, I don't know, snack," right? And someone actually maybe follows up on that later. I think that's so
Mm-hmm.
cute, right? Like, because it shows that they actually listen to you and that they actually care about you. It's like
That's but that's also such a dad thing.
um,
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
yeah, Nuha, I know what that's like. Dad
Yeah,
thing.
for the people who have dads, they understand this. Where you would tell your like even your mom or your dad like, "Hey, I really like this," and then the next day you got 10 boxes of it.
Well, when
If
I
you
told my mom I like Nutella as a kid, she said, "No, you're not allowed to have it."
Oh yeah, my mom said that too because I was allergic. I'm allergic to chocolate. Fun fact.
Yeah,
Not any.
I forgot that, guys, and I always had this distant memory of this one fucking bitch who was in my birthday party who told me I'm allergic to chocolate, and I was like, "Of course you are," and it was
No,
this
but the thing,
bitch.
no, but I never say I'm allergic to chocolate. I
No,
just
you
don't eat the
did. No,
cake.
because I no, it wasn't like in the birth. It was like before because I was like talking about like, oh, okay, for my party I'm gonna have this, this, and this, and then I was like, oh, does anyone have any dietary restrictions, something like that, and then you're like, I'm allergic to chocolate. I was like, and I never remembered that it was Nuha, right? I just remember there was someone, and someone is Nuha.
No,
Shame.
but I would
I
never
know.
say that.
No, I know. No, you didn't say that. You said it after I asked if anyone had any
No, but
restrictions.
even then, I would never do that because I'll just be like, because I'm used to not eating the cake or eating the
Yeah,
cake
but
and
you
just getting a
told
really
me.
bad rash.
Yeah, who told you to eat the cake, brother? I
I
asked if
did.
anyone
I
could, like,
didn't.
if they had. You
Are you
didn't eat.
sure it was not someone else who
No.
also was allergic?
Who else has allergic? Who else is allergic to
You know,
chocolate?
there's a lot of people who are more allergic than me. They can't even. I can eat chocolate now.
I know. Good. Okay. Anyways,
So
what were we
so
talking
mean.
about?
Yeah. You guys so mean. But
Okay.
yeah, honestly, listening without making it about themselves.
Mm,
Not when like, oh, because some people need to know. Because then when Diva and I talk, we'll be like, oh yeah, like I understand.
mm.
And like, you know when you that's a terrible example. But
No,
you know,
because the thing is, it also matters what kind of relationship you guys have. Because we like it
yeah.
when we can relate to each other.
Yeah, because like you know when you vent to another person and they don't immediately jump in with, "Oh, same, that happened to me." But instead of like they actually let you talk,
Mm,
and that's really underrated. Not when like cuz I have this person where I just needed to vent to them and then she kept turning it about herself. I'm like, "Girl,
shut the fuck up.
I'm literally telling you that I'm I was saying I can't say this stuff on here because it was
Yeah.
some family drama, but I was like, I'm telling you some family drama. Why are you turning it to you? And it's not even if it's similar, right? And that can actually help me, I would love that. Give me advice. But when it's completely different, because I told this one person, right? I'm like, yeah, I'm really like struggling with my depression right now. Like I'm really going through it. I cannot study. I can't get out of bed. I find it really hard to just communicate and I'm finding it really hard to eat and stuff. And like I feel like I'm not worth it and like the usual depression shit, right? And this
Hmm.
girl's like, "Yeah, I think I have depression too because I failed my exam and I was feeling really sad." And I'm like,
Okay, well, one you can do with studying harder, the other one you need pills for. So it's a bit different, babe, but yeah,
And
okay.
I'm like, I get that you're sad, but I'm telling you why I was finding it hard to communicate, and like because I was not ignoring that person. This was in high school. I was not ignoring this person, but I was like not chatting with her this whole month, and I was in a really bad place that month. So I was explaining it to her, and she's like, "Oh yeah, but like I failed this test, and but I didn't ignore you." I'm like, that is two different
You know
things.
what this reminds me of? Like,
What?
okay, it's funny because it's in high school because it reminds me of when you were like in middle school or like primary and you're like, I slept at it's 12 a.m. and you're like, well, I slept at 2. I'm better than you. I slept for less time. And you're like, why the fuck are
Is it a
you
competition?
or like, oh, I'm so tired. Oh well, did you do this for fucking 5 hours yesterday? But no, you didn't, right? How are you tired? I'm tired. And I'm like, shut the fuck
Shut the fuck
up,
up.
cause I can be.
And
Okay, okay.
do you and I know this person? I know who she's talking about, and I just got mad all of a sudden.
Shut up. But okay,
I
okay.
got mad all of a sudden.
What is a green flag you think people overlook the most?
Here are you asking me or the audience?
You.
Girl, I don't know that.
Okay, you,
Okay.
you.
But honestly, respecting boundaries, it
Mm-hmm.
sounds so obvious, but people don't understand respecting
Yeah.
boundaries, right? Because when people don't respect boundaries, and can you please, right? Like when someone doesn't take offense if you say no, or like doesn't push you into things that you don't want to do, that is a huge deal. That is amazing because people underestimate how safe that makes you feel. The world is such an unsafe place, right? And sometimes you just need to say no, and without getting shamed for it. Can I say no without getting shamed for it? And just be like, oh yeah, that's okay, we don't have to do
With
that, we can do
me,
something
no.
else. Yeah, she'll shame me, but with other people.
But to be fair, it's also I would say, um, like for anyone who's listening, it's very different if you like with the relationship you have with the person, right? Like if I tell Nuha, "Oh, I don't really want to do this," and then she encourages me, she's like, "Oh no, but I think you should," or something like that, right? It's because she's looking out for me, right? So in that context the boundaries can be pushed because we are in that position in each other's lives. But then if I'm speaking to like someone that I've met 2 days ago and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to go out," and I'm like, "No, no, no, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go." That you don't have that position in their life, that privilege. You should not be forcing someone to do that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sorry, I was having a cough attack. um Sorry, guys, Diva and I are both equally sick, okay?
It's fucking pass in the parcel, babe.
Yeah, but Diva, what about you?
Emotional stability. That shit turns me the fuck on. Emotional stability, mental stability, right? Someone who does not
Just
explode.
stability, basically.
Literally. Also financial stability.
So just
Don't
being stable.
Yeah, literally. Like I do not want someone that like explodes at like tiny little things or is dramatic as fuck. Like my name is Diva. I should live up to it. Why the fuck are you why are you dramatic? The fuck? But I I love when someone's calm. That steady energy? That's a green flag. Like when someone just feels like home and you can just relax around them and just not have to think and just feel, that's what I like, you know?
Yeah. That, and like another one is being generous, so just generosity. And like not with just like money. Honestly, with like time, energy, and even attention. Like
Mm,
someone who actually invests in the relationship, friendship, and just not benefit. It doesn't just benefit them. Do you get what I mean?
mm. Yeah, no, I get it. I think we don't celebrate those things enough. right? I think everyone loves that drama of spotting all those red flags, but green flags, I think, are what actually keep people in your life, I don't know, long term, right?
Yeah. So, guys, another question for you guys, for the listeners this time. What's the green flag you've noticed in someone that made you go, yeah, I I kind of feel safe with this person?
Mm. And do you think we should hype up green flags more online instead of always obsessing over the toxic stuff?
Hmm.
Okay, let us know. Message us. You know the whole thing now, right? Just talk to us, right? But
Yeah,
that's all from us today, right? The red flags we all tend to brush off, and the green flags that honestly I think just deserve more attention.
yeah, red flags are so loud and they're so dramatic for no reason. But it's the quiet green flags that actually keep people in your life.
So we want to know what you guys think, right? What's, um, a red flag that you used to excuse, but now it's kind of like an automatic no.
And what's a green flag you've seen that made you feel safe or cared for?
So again, like always, send us your answers, and we might share some in our next, Saturday's episode.
Yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you for listening, and we'll see you next time. But wait, I forgot. I totally forgot. Before you go, do you have any drama, any decisions you regret? Do you have any situationships, relationships, or just ships that make zero to no sense? Please tap a link in our bio and submit to ask for this. And we'll roast you, give you advice, tell you if you're right or wrong with so much love. And I know you want more, don't you?
Relax. We've got you. Join us next time on Unlicensed and Unbothered. Consider this your new addiction. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.
Mwah.